Hey guys, welcome to the third video. How are you feeling right now? I really hope that you feel a little bit more positive, a little bit more excited to start drawing and start going forward to your path of creative success. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about 3 practical skills that you need to cultivate in order to become a better artist. Skill number 1 is observation. Not even drawing, it's observation, because everything starts with observation. Looking at things, especially looking at the very mundane things, is a beginning of thinking as an artist. We're so used doing things on autopilot that we rarely stop and look at things around us. Like every day we get in contact with different things and we just don't notice them. We're so used to the feelings, the smells and the looks of things that we just take it all for granted. And actually the best thing about drawing is that it helps you to stop and really look at all the things around you. All that visual information can be so useful for you as an artist, and it can inspire some great creative ideas. For example, let's look at this simple kitchen scene. This is probably something everyone sees in their home every day. If I just take a picture of it, there's not much I'm going to learn or think about it. It will just add to 1 million photographs in my photo stream on my iPhone. However, if I really take time to observe this image, I can start noticing some really interesting visual information. For example, I can see that the light and shadow makes a really interesting pattern on that pot. I can notice very interesting skewed shadows that the objects cast. These are the things that you will only start seeing if you keep looking at the object long enough, with this kind of attitude of curiosity and learning. All this visual information is going to inspire some thoughts in me. So for example, I might remember a scene from my childhood that might then translate into an illustration. And when people look at this illustration, they're going to feel the same feelings as I feel, and it's going to trigger some emotions in them. And this is what illustration is really all about. The next skill that you need to master is being consistent. If you want to get any results with art or drawing, it's not enough to just do one exercise and forget about it. It's not enough to just go to the gym once and expect to have a perfect body. You have to make an effort if it's important to you to do exercise every day, and then you will get to your goal. Well, it's exactly the same with drawing. For example, when I was working at a full-time job that I didn't enjoy, I didn't have much time to be creative, so I made myself a handmade sketchbook, and every day after work I would spend at least 20 minutes drawing something in front of me. But there were days when I was really tired and I didn't want to draw. Even when I felt really tired and I didn't want to draw, I remembered my end goal. I wanted to be an artist full-time, because being an artist full-time really gives you the satisfaction in your life. So I knew that if I skipped those 20 minutes a day, I would not reach my goal. And in fact, it would take me a step back and I would end up staying in a job that I do not like. So I knew that I just had to do it, even though I was really tired or I just really didn't feel like doing it. And the funny thing is that if you just start, like starting up is the most difficult thing, but once you start, it becomes very easy and you actually end up really enjoying yourself. So really evaluate how much this means to you and stick to it. The third skill that you need if you want to become an artist is curiosity. I don't think you can have a career in art or illustration without being curious. You just have to be a person who can find something exciting in any mundane thing around you. You need to be able to find something interesting in very basic things. It also means that you have to constantly look for inspiration around you in really normal objects. But also it means that you need to look for inspiration in other sources, not just other people's drawings or illustrations, but also in magazines, theater, cinema, music, any cultural field that might inspire you. And then you have to collect all those references so that they can inspire you later. Here are a few ideas of where to look for information. First, you can just begin by collecting color schemes, textures, and references into some sort of scrapbook or a box or a digital folder. You can start a Pinterest board and collect images in it. You can get obsessed about some really weird things like comic books from 20s or bug collections in the museums. Actually, going to museums, if you can, or visiting galleries, even if you can do it online, is also a great way to learn some new things about things that you enjoy. And also you can notice things in your daily life. They can also become your source of inspiration. So even like mundane objects around you, clothes, fashion, or other people and things that they do. If you want to be successful at creating artwork, you have to feed your mind some exciting images first. So these are the 3 skills that you can use to become more creative right now, today. And I've decided to set you some practical tasks. So you're going to have homework. Homework for today is going to be to do a simple exercise. First of all, you have to find an object in your home. It should be something really boring, really plain and mundane that you don't usually pay any attention to. Then I'm going to ask you to study it by first observing it and then trying to draw it. You can just spend 20 minutes and try and draw this object with an idea not to create a beautiful drawing, but with an idea of really studying it, looking at it and seeing what textures, colors and feelings it provokes in you. The next step, if you have more time, would be to look for inspiration in others' works of art and find one image of another artist that really interests you. Then you can try and apply the technique that that artist used to the sketch that you made in the first step. So if you have more time, you have that extra exercise to do. But I think anyone can find 10 minutes to just observe an object, write down all your feelings about it, and if you can, do a simple drawing of it and just spend 10 minutes looking and noticing what this object is like. I'm sure you will be surprised. Do come back tomorrow. The new lesson will be up at 10 a.m. where I will talk to you about practical tips to improve your drawing straight away. See you tomorrow.